Welcome viewers. On Thursday, U.S. Republican Matt Gaetz formally nominated ex-President Donald Trump to lead the House of Representatives as members failed to elect a speaker for the 11th time in a row. In this video we will break it all down for you. But before we continue, please take a minute of your precious time to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell to get the latest update from us. During the November midterm elections, Republicans narrowly retook control of the House. However, the party has struggled to replace Democrat Nancy Pelosi as Speaker because 20 Republican legislators have refused to support Kevin McCarthy for the position, instead voting for other candidates. According to CNN, the race for House Speaker is now the longest in over 160 years. My vote for Speaker of the House today? Donald John Trump, Gaetz tweeted after nominating Trump during a roll call vote. Although the U.S. Constitution does not specify whether the Speaker must hold a House seat, only sitting members have previously been elected to the position of Speaker. Gaetz also posted a photo of Trump holding the Speaker's gavel on Twitter. He told Laura Ingraham on Fox News that he has zero trust in McCarthy. "I resent his use of lobbyists and special interests to dictate how political decisions, policy decisions, and leadership decisions are made," Gaetz said. On Wednesday, Trump endorsed McCarthy's candidacy, urging House Republicans to vote for Kevin, close the deal, and not turn a great victory into a giant and embarrassing defeat. Gaetz and other anti-McCarthy Republicans, on the other hand, rejected his request. McCarthy maintained his confidence in his ability to secure the position on Thursday. "So it's okay if this takes a little longer and it doesn't meet your deadline," he told reporters after the House adjourned. 2 years after the January 6 insurrection, important questions remain unanswered about the lack of National Guard response. Steven Sund, the former chief of the U.S. Capitol Police, sharply criticizes both military congressional leaders, including then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, for resisting his calls ahead of January 6 to consider deploying the National Guard to respond what appeared to be credible threats of violence, reported Politico. "It was sickening," Sund told the website. "I'm sitting here watching my men and women fighting, defend every inch of ground. I get on the call with the Pentagon to find that they're really more concerned about the look of having the National Guard up at the Capitol than they are about my men and women and their asses handed to them. That's sickening." Sund, who resigned from his post the day after the riot, has fallen under criticism himself from injured Metropolitan Police Officer Michael Fannin, but D.C. Deputy Mayor John Falsicchio tends to agree with the former Capitol Police Chief's assessment of the federal response for backup D.C. Police Chief Robert Conti kind of says, "Hey, listen, guys. Let's just get right down to it. Chief Sund, are you inviting the National Guard to come support the U.S. Capitol Police on the grounds of the Capitol?" And there's like a silent moment. Then he says yes. And literally, the Pentagon is the next voice heard. And they're literally like, "We're not going to be able to fulfill that request," Falsicchio said. The Pentagon, in fairness, was saying, "Listen, that visual of the National Guard charging up to the Capitol is one we don't know that it's the best one to portray." Federal officials were especially wary about calling in the National Guard after Donald Trump made his infamous walk from the White House to Lafayette Square in June 2020, and any future federal response will remain a political problem as much as a security issue unless the process is clarified. "When I joined the military, some 50 years ago, I swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution," said retired General and former Trump Defense Secretary James Mattis after the Lafayette Square incident. "Never did I dream that troops taking that same oath would be ordered under any circumstance to violate the constitutional rights of their fellow citizens, much less to provide a bizarre photo op for the elected commander-in-chief, with military leadership standing alongside." Please, what is your take on this? And remember to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.